Right, now, to be honest, the only real reason I'm being Yoshimitsu is because, obviously, look at him. He's the first character I gravitated towards when I first got the game. He's the first character I played as. And so this being a project largely based on, games as I remember them, it'd feel like kind of incomplete not to play him on the channel, so I'm doing that, even though I'm not tremendously confident. But yeah, so I saw this in the intro, and my thought was, where the fuck's that costume? How do I play as that? And it turns out that's his costume from Tekken 4. So they are sort of preserving the continuity in that regard. Establishing that he does just have all of these there, but he's put that on at some time in between. Yes, Dr. Boskonovich. This explains Dr. Boskonovich's fate as well, which may or may not be tremendously relevant. Brian's been evil.
He'll pay for what he's done, says Yoshimitsu.
Indeed. I've taken my sword out of the waterfall to challenge you again. The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5, setting the stage for my funny martial arts to stab you with. I get a sword, nobody else really gets, but Raven was carrying his knives, but he never used them. I'm the only one who gets a weapon, thanks. Hello you, I'll do a flip at you. Here's my ordinary trousers. Do you think they're very fun? Ah! Alright, let's see if I can summon the strength to have no, come on, yeah, there we go. Okay, that was I mean, I know it's only stage 1, but really minimal resistance from one of the former kings of the Iron Fist. Let's hope it continues this way. Oh, that's my knee look. Do you like it? Do you like it? I think it's good. It's one of my favourite knees. Certainly. I'm glad I ended up with it, because can you imagine if I'd ended up coveting someone else's knees? That can only end in tears. Alright. The knee thieves never get what they want, ultimately, which is basically just other people's knees. I love the little... I don't know why. It's just very... He bears his sword at you and then hiccups. I don't know.
Round 1.
Alright, here's Treasury. Here's Treasury 42. Yes, it's better than Treasury 43. We don't know... The update was a bit of a shame, to be honest. Most of us prefer the old one. Knee! Ooh! Neo. It's my version of Neo. Are you dressed in a funny baseball hat? You look like a cameraman. To be honest, you look like you were on set to film. I didn't mean to do that. To film some sort of "oh, here's where the pirates hid their gold" type show. I believe it's called "oh, here's where the pirates hid their gold." I'm kicking the same bone up and up and up and up. Look, with the skulls bouncing around. We love that. I'm doing very well. Well, pride cometh before a fall. Oh dear, I might come forth. I might come forth with feet of gold. Whoop! Get away from me. Whee! Oh no! There's no point being here if I don't. Oh! Whee! Whee! Yes, this is what I have. Boingy. No, I want to do some of the moves you can actually do out of the stance. Woo! Whether or not they end up being useful, of course, is another matter. But just to prove they can be done. To prove it can happen, I will spare no expense and drink no lemonade. I might drink some lemonade. If there's no lemonade, I won't drink any. But if there's I won't be I won't be an arsehole about it. I won't drink the last lemonade. How about that? Someone else can have the lemonade. I want at least 2 people to know that one other person other than me has had lemonade today, okay? That's my condition. If you're taking the last lemonade, let the world know. And they will confirm that I was true to my word one night. I was true to my word one night, are you? Lemonade, no. Lemonade, no, I said. Now you benefit from it directly. Sword.
Get ready for the next battle.
Raven. Raven here for me. It's a battle of ninjas. I'm standing like this, look.
Ninja, there's no way.
I'm the most ninja
This isn't part
out of anyone in the world.
objective. But I will not lose.
And they're having a
Round
ninja
1.
argument
Fight.
about how ninjas work. Come forth. Come forth. I was a ninja before you. I was a ninja in the 12th century, alright? From a long line of them looking this weird. I steal from the rich, and I kick you into the air! Woof woof, if only I had intended to do that. Think what I could have accomplished. Oh no. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna fuck about a bit, because there's... Okay! Okay, sir. Break yourself upon me. Oh no, I stubbed my little toesies. I'm aiming for some... Believe it or not, I'm actually aiming to lose this. Because, unlike what has been the case before, you get... I went up. I'd be up. Woo! Yes! It's... We love it. We love it to see that. I can play... Okay. Do play the game. I want you to win. You get a funny scene if you win. There's not usually a unique cutscene for if you. The one time I wanted to lose, like I was trying to do it organically. I went into this thinking, well, you know what? At least the fact that I'm not liable to do brilliant with him might mean that fucking hell. Sir, I am doing all I can. You know, I was thinking, oh, well, at least we'll get an organic opportunity to see this scene. But I'm having to consciously lose. I'm walking forward and it's blocking him somehow. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna check the difficulty once this scene plays out. Look.
You've got it all wrong.
Then look what he's got the nerve to do.
There, now, ready. Okay.
You try doing it in your big armoured punch gloves.
No, you're hopeless.
I invented most of this, sir. I think this scene would have been it would have been, but it simply isn't, just because of how hard I had to try to get beaten by you. Watch, he'll do it on his own now. Oh, I'll charge at him. Mark my words. The reason I remember that scene so much is because I saw it so many times when I first played. Oh, here you go, now you're getting it. And so I was like, well, this is something I used to have trouble with. It stands to reason that it will happen again. You see, now he's winning without my help.
Round 2. Fight.
But no, now the train comes and we're all off to the... Yeah, it's on medium still. Maybe the game remembered it was on medium just now. You never know, do you? You never know how my heart turns off at night. Sweep your face, clean off your face with the back of my heel. I guess the front of my heel is sort of inaccessible. It would be inside the foot, logically, wouldn't it? Logically, where the feet live is up to me. I get to choose. Helicopter. Alright. Alright, helicopter! There's more than a few ways. Stabby. Oop, I turned backwards and I turned off. I have the right to disconnect from my brain sometimes. But only when I choose! You see, now you're actually doing it. Now you've earned the right. Where was that energy the first time?
It's useless to resist. Round 1.
Maybe that's what I resisted this time. He's not like being smarmy. I had an easier time beating him when I just didn't try. He's quicksand as a person. He's widdly biddly spar. Yes, I know it was you. You established the widdly biddly spar in 1953. And ever since then, you've never been able to find your wife and child.
You win.
You don't realise you cemented them into the basement. Yes, they've survived there for 7 years, using all of the oranges you also put down there for reasons unknown. You've been sensing for a while that the oranges have been depleting, haven't you? And for as much as you're not quite sure how you know that, we now can tell you why. And it's maybe part of you knew. Like, you're cracking on like you don't know why you put the oranges down there yourself. But it really seems to have worked out, doesn't it? Seems to have worked out suspiciously well. That you've kept your children alive. You see, I don't get a cutscene when I win this one.
Get ready for the next
Weird. Was this originally meant to be the other way around?
Come on. Round 1.
We meant to see. Hey? Do you think? I think it's a distinct possibility. Let me sit down sometimes. Alright? Can I... Some people think it's great when I can do this. Oh, I wanna do my spins. Alright, I wanna sit down, do my spins. But a lot of the time you don't really let me. And then I'm left to pick up the pieces myself, aren't I? All the chess pieces that were left on the floor by your incompetence. Oh, spin. I can spin like that. I can. Woohoo! Oh! Woohoo! I can stand backwards. I can only be healed when you can see my spine. You see, it's not arrogance; it's necessity. Everyone can see my spine when I'm sitting down. Is the trick? Well, that's another ninja technique that I know. Is the spine seer's sit-down method? Whoa! You wouldn't understand. I would try to explain it to you and you'd burst into flames. It's one of the ways we keep the technique secret. It's very effective, if frustrating. Here we go. That makes sense now why that move exists. I sort of half observed it once, and now I'll half observe it again. I only ever see it in halves. Oh! Like a lemon wedge, I come from the night to claim you. And much like a lemon wedge, there's nothing you can do about me. No, that's not. I know there's some things you like to do, and you'll do 3 of them now. You get to choose which 3, but you don't get to stop it from happening. Alright, there's the one I like. Because it goes. That's too many legs for you to be. Alright. Oh, fuck my kidneys into the dust. Oof. The inertia's take the chunk out my side.
Final round. Fight.
And we don't much care for that, do we, Bethel? You thought Bethel could harm me? Well, I can. I can harm me, and I'm not Bethel. So maybe the fact that Bethel's here was irrelevant, hmm? Maybe you need to check your facts before you go back. You can't just go back home and assume Bethel took care of it. Alright? Absolute disgrace. Bethel can't do everything for you. Bethel can only do 3 things per day. Okay. Let her have some actions to herself.
Get ready for the next battle.
Rude bastard. Everyone thinks they're entitled to Bethel's 3 actions, and I don't know why. Like, there are people with more than 3 actions per day. You know, she's just got to remain completely inanimate the rest of the day. Alright? And the cosmos is incredibly vague as to what constitutes 1 action. Some of the instructions you give her may end up being 5 total. She just freezes in the middle of it, and then you blame her. You're the worst kind of person, the kind of person who blames Bethel for becoming inanimate. Alright? Scientifically proven to be the worst thing you can do, or at the very least, scientifically proven to be a thing only the worst people would do. Alright? It's not the absolute worst thing you can do, but there is an undeniable correlation as I crash into the same fence you died on. Ooh-wee. Here's my palm look, are you happy? Briar Brethren, it's time to stop you in the field. I have found the scoundrel. You're a Foundrel now, haha you. You've got a belt full of bullets, but no gun. I don't think you thought that through, I'd have taken them off. Are you hoping to punch them so hard they fly into the armies? All of the armies at once, and then you're the only one with bullets left? Hmm? I don't think that's going to work. I think more than just the army has guns. If we're being honest, you've not thought this through. Brian Fury has not thought through his plans. You killed a doctor for this, we think. How dare you? How dare you half-arse your bullet theories? Hmm? Should you not have come up to me by now with a plan to reinvigorate public transit? And so help you if it doesn't involve corn on the cob. If I don't have a corn on the cob train by this time tomorrow, you're in for a real surprise!
You lose.
It's no good beckoning me. Beckoning's not going to put corn on the tracks, is it? I have a track record of sneezing in the middle of an operation. So, and that's why I don't get to surgery. Alright? It's nothing you've done. Okay? Some of us just aren't surgeons. For a good reason! Grab the face of man! Oh no, that worked against me a lot. Can I have that back, please? I'll tell you something. Oh, no, I'll tell you something else now. It's nice to see you, but I really must be getting back to my runner beans. They won't garden themselves. I've tried. I gave the beanstalk a watering can and I threatened it until it cried. And still nothing. Beans don't respond to threats, is what I've learned in my long career as a professional plant knower. Alright. But threats are the only way I can operate watering cans, unfortunately. It's the only thing the watering can responds to, so if you put the watering can with the beanstalk, nothing gets done. They're just fundamentally incompatible. I've kicked you so hard you died. Oh, I fell over! I fell over a little bit! Your swords don't work! I bet you weren't expecting that. Never rely on someone sitting down, alright? They'll always fall over, no matter how good your sword is, usually. And then you won't be able to do anything about them. Alright? You should count on these things when you are who? There's a bonus kick. There's a bonus. Oh no! There's a bonus! Sir, you don't understand! Right? Ooh! And then, haha. Oh. And then you can make decisions. And then I can make the final cut. Ooh! The backflip doesn't. I'd have thought that'd be the right timing for the backflip. Am I just getting it wrong, or is there really no reason to jump like that at all? Ow!
You lose.
Why have you got to be like this? Don't hurt the ceiling. It's not the ceiling's fault. I'm in dire need of cold objects, I'm afraid to say. It's really not good. It's really not good when Lex Luthor comes over the hill. And then you're left to figure out why he's been over the hill. Because you know he won't explain something to do with crimes, I bet. He's never like, oh, I'm doing a crime, doing a crime, doing a crime. Which used to be his favourite song. But he's changed now. For whatever reason. I think he was a bit sick of getting arrested for doing his little song, to be honest. He may have figured out that was where he was going wrong. Ah! Here's where I made the mistake of pointing a sword. There's bats flying out the floor. Have you trapped squoofuses in all the stonework and the lovely carvings? Where's Squoof gone of you? Where's Squoof gone of you this instant? You must explain. If you don't, we're all sad. For years! Alright? The sadness is never ending. It's not normal to be sad for that long just because of whatever I was talking about. Alright? Moment of truth. I don't think any of this is going to reveal a squoof in the floor. You're not revealing the squoofs I want, sir. Reunite with Sid! From Toy Story! He misses you. He wishes you would collect the rubbish. Alright? Don't just leave it to him. He took on the responsibility that was meant to be yours. That's Toy Story canon, is that Devil Jin is shirking his bin-keeping responsibilities. Right, Figaro. No. There's Wii, and then there's Wii U, and then there's the Switch. There you go, the Switch was the one that hit. Which sort of makes sense, really, when you think of it. I mean, the Wii was popular for a while, and then it just got loaded up with shovelware, unfortunately. But you know, it was a concept that resonated with a lot of people. You can look at it and immediately understand why it's fun. Anyone can understand tennis if they try hard enough. And then you went and butchered all of the people who liked you. We don't know why Reggie Fils-Aimé went around with a large meat cleaver, killing all of the people who enjoyed his company's products. It seems like that wouldn't be a very good business strategy. We think that may have been why Doug Bowser took over, is the Nintendo directors were like, listen, Reggie, the meat cleaver situation's getting out of hand. We're gonna have to replace you with a very coincidentally named man. And then Reggie disappeared in a puff of smoke like he likes to do. And that dates back to his Pizza Hut days. Right, enough of that. What are we doing here? You know what? I'm impressed that I've made it this far as well. And with a lot more time to spare than like this end, I guess I am worse with King, and always have been, than just about any other character. So in a way that tracks, but like Hwoarang I thought I was decent with, and that didn't go well at all. It just goes to show that I know nothing even about myself. Ha ha. Yes, that's not going to work on a gentleman of my caliber. Ooh, holy fuck. Holy fuck, I can scarcely believe it. I'll sweep your own arse away. Sweep your arse under the rug. Like I like to do. Nope, nope, that was the sword attack that sword attack online we don't need. Oh god. And then no, there's no need. Ooh. Then I was gonna do something really impressive. I was gonna beat you, but no, you don't want to be. He don't want it to happen. He's like, no, I wish to be the final adversary of all. Okay, you're not gonna win like this. I don't think I want you to stop me. Which is weird, because canonically I want you to stop me. But also, I spent a fortune on replica sharks. But that's not really your problem now, is it? Sorry to burden you with shark news. It is sort of my hobby right now. Is making other people take responsibility for the sharks I've paid for. It's surprisingly entertaining. And weirdly good cardio as well. Could I interest you in something else? Alright, we've got lambs, we've got skeletons, we've got plastic ones of both as well. Alright, so you don't need a real one of either. It's your choice, plastic or real. It's my favourite game show. All you have to do is prove whether or not the host this week is an Auton this time. That's the only objective, and then you win the cash prize. Unfortunately, if you lose, you do get shot with the Auton hand. Alright. Which would require him to be an Auton every week, I guess. There's another Auton off-screen somewhere if you get it wrong. So it's like, well, you've got to determine whether or not the Auton is the one in front of you. Because every time, it's part of the formula that the Auton, if it's not the host, is someone else in the room. And we keep the room sparsely populated.
Get ready for the next battle.
So that you know where to look, alright? But who should you turn your back on? Whom could it possibly benefit to look like a duck? Right? Think, who would sell duck costumes? Not me. I get nothing out of it, do I? Do I? Is there some sort of hidden duck benefit that I could have been claiming? You have to tell me. This is more in line with how I was expecting the whole video to go. Now reality asserts itself. At the last minute, when it barely even looks like a skunk, talks like a skunk, follows you home, yells skunk at you while you're trying to sleep. This, you'd think, would be all the proof we need. But no. James from Team Rocket says he might be lying about being a skunk. And so now, because of James, I need to go looking for more skunk evidence where none is needed. It had better turn out that he's right. Because if I've been wasting my time on obvious skunk problems like this, I swear to God, I'm gonna shit in front of the jury. This is not what I want. He knew he had all the time in the world right there. And my fuck did he use it. George Categories would be ashamed of you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's the truth that I speak. It's the truth, and you know it, don't you? You've disappointed George Categories too many times. You can feel it coming now. You've done it so often in the past. And yet you don't stop. What's wrong with you? Why'd you do this to George? Hey! Say this, you lollipop leveler. Yes. You increase all their stats, don't you? I know it was you. There we go! Bonk! And now... Haha! You fool! You thought you could stand up. I'd already taken precautions against that. Oh yes! Yes, we love to see that happen once again. Yes, we think it's pretty great that I've done it now. For you, my friend. No, come on, I want to get health back. He's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna shoot a fireball at me. Because I'm not gonna lie, that he'd have got that hit, and it would have been a substantial one at that. What about if I spin too much? Hey, you've got no plan for that. He had a plan for that. That was very close. Was it you who stole the vinegar? Prove that it wasn't in a dance contest now. Not by dancing, you understand. I'm just at the dance contest and I'm too lazy to call it off. It would take effort, people would want to rearrange it. You know, there's all logistics involved that I don't want to have to deal with. You're just going to have to come to the dance contest and make your case. I can't stop the world for you. Alright? Life goes on, and so does the beat. Fucking hell, stop that! That is more infuriating than the fuck away palm in a lot of ways. Like, the fuck away palm is like, it knocks you to Kingdom Come with such a satisfying velocity. But to be like stunned in place like that, there's nothing satisfying about that image. You can blep at the clouds, you can shag all of the furniture in the world, and I won't forgive you. Alright? I don't know why you thought that I would. You weirdo. Anyway, here's our ending. Yes, he went brining off near some apartment buildings and they exploded. This is why his menace needs to an end put to be it. Why are you destroying a pillar? Aha! Yes, you were correct. I was disguised as it. I can teleport as well. Doesn't matter how he finally found a use for all those bullets he's been carrying around, look. But I was invisible, and I was the sky. And now you're invisible and you will die. Why did he blow up? I knew I should have not eaten nitroglycerin as a child. So that's all that. Thank you for looking at a ninja that I've been. Oh, we just went past 40 minutes, so with editing that'll be right around what I want. So I better stop nattering on and making it longer, hadn't I? Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.